Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episode 7 of Midnight Mass, the final episode. What'd you think of last episode?
The last episode was insane.
Yeah.
That was so brutal.
Super brutal, multiple times. It was brutal for the mass suicide and then mass feeding frenzy.
Yes. The very satisfying moment that Erin shot Bev, which was really cool to see. Obviously, Bev's not dead.
Yeah, she'll come back.
But I feel like I'm not ready for the finale.
I mean, Chernobyl was our shortest TV series, but this one is still very short. So yeah, the ending just kind of snuck up on us.
Yeah, I'm bummed, especially because we don't have any more Mike Flanagan series to watch until his next one comes out, which I have no idea when that's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I think the next one is The Fall of House Usher, I believe, is what they're working on right now. But he does have a couple more movies that we could check out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for those as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sad to see this end, but I'm super excited to see how it ends. We don't really have very many survivors. I think we counted 6. Some comments pointed out that there are other people on the island who just don't go to church.
Yeah, so we have 6 came out of the church.
Yeah, and those are like people that we've spent time with.
Yes.
So there might be just people here and there that get killed.
Yeah.
But we really only have 6 people that we know that are currently running for their lives in the middle of the night from a couple dozen full-blown vampires.
Yeah, maybe even more.
And the mega one that flies around.
Yeah, who took the doctor's mom.
Yeah, so we are not in a good place.
No, we have no cell service. The power is out. It's the middle of the night.
No boats.
And yeah, there's no boats. So not a good place to be in. And it's Mike Flanagan, so I doubt this is really gonna have like a happy ending.
Without something bad happening.
Yeah, maybe happy for like one person. Yeah, I'm bummed. I'm bummed it's the end, but I'm excited for the episode.
Yeah, me too. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Instagrams, Twitch, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episode.
Okay, doors are wide open.
Yeah, they're all loose.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, she's just right outside? I figured she was like somewhere far away.
Yeah.
Still on the island, obviously, but not just right outside.
Oh my God.
A good start?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. Just because people are full-on vampires doesn't mean that they are inherently evil all of a sudden.
No, but they are going to have like a bloodlust that they might not be able to control.
Right. Hopefully some of them got satisfied in this chaos.
Yeah. What have you done?
Yeah. Is this what you envisioned? Especially, I still think that the doctor is his daughter.
Could be.
I think he already really regrets it. Oh my God. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of people that could still be fed on.
And they're turning.
He's definitely not very enthusiastic about this.
I feel like they need to hide.
Right? Not just be in this house.
Pulling people out of their houses.
We've got to get out of here.
To the church to get my son. He's still in the church.
No, he's not.
You said you had samples.
I didn't. I quiet.
Just have to listen to the screams of all the people they know on this island.
Okay, I'm pulling this from Vampire Diaries, so don't make fun of me. But I think vampires have to be invited in.
Oh, well, some of them ran into a house, I think, already.
Are you sure? I thought they grabbed people pulling out.
Most people did. So you could be onto something.
My parents are out there. They'd have to come with us, right?
No.
Because they need the boats. So they can leave.
They gotta keep them on this island.
If just one of them makes it to the mainland.
This just totally flipped from saving yourselves to making sure no one leaves. Hopefully he has more ammo.
What's this gonna do?
Stop him for a second.
Maybe it buys us a few more minutes, and it might come down to just minutes. Maybe seconds.
Wow.
We all say there's a heaven, and it's waiting for us. Then we claw for a few more minutes at the end.
It isn't about us anymore. It's about everyone else in the world.
Get away from those windows.
We have to get you kids to safety and hug the shoreline to the upwards, and you take the canoe and you paddle out.
Jeez.
Again.
Well, they're out of time.
I'd like to finish our discussion.
Bev is a psychopath.
Yeah.
You have any way to put that out?
No, it's done.
She going out the front?
Buy them a few minutes.
I love you, Mom, so much. Maybe that terror-loving sheriff, if he's still with us.
Terror-loving sheriff. Stab Bev right in the head.
You don't think I would ever put those children in any real danger, do you?
You just burned the house down.
Please don't tell me that's for us.
It's not. You aren't a good person.
That was uncalled for.
God doesn't love you more than anyone else. You aren't a hero.
Yes, give it to her.
I hate to speak ill of the dead, but if Riley Flynn, a drunk and a murderer...
Ooh, talking shit about her son.
God loves him. Why does that upset you so much? Just the idea that God loves everyone?
She's stalling.
Oh.
You'll be up and about in no time.
They can't resist. She just bought them as much time as possible. Oh, it's disgusting, but it's working.
I stood beneath this great waterfall, drowned out every noise in the jungle. If every drop of water in that waterfall were a death, must be what it's like for God. Prayers over that thundering roar of death.
Wow.
This is the end of that.
I mean, he really thought he was doing something great.
It was you. That's why I put that thing in that trunk.
All for her?
That was the reason I didn't want you to die. You and Sarah. I mean, our whole lives have been wasted. Too scared to come down and be with you. I've been too scared to tell our own daughter the truth. No, she was never a sin, never a mistake.
Whoa.
Show up and ask me, I would have taken this collar off. I would have gone with you anywhere in the world.
Give it all up for her. The family.
I was never going to do that, John.
Yeah, it's not fair to her, though.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to ruin 4 lives, but that's over now, John. She grew up and we faded away, and that's how it's supposed to work.
Give it another chance. Then we could be a family this time. But a second chance. That's a miracle.
Just wanted a chance to be a family.
That's crazy. That was his motivation.
We have to go. Now.
Hey, Flynn.
Oh no.
You smell amazing.
Back up.
Raghead.
That was loud.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Lisa.
Crap.
That's it.
Oh no. They're all split up.
We gotta put out this fire.
I don't know.
If it gets going too big, it could ruin the whole island.
Oh wow.
I mean, the church didn't burn in '84. Revelation.
She wants to use this fire?
In the lake that burns, which is the second death, let it burn.
God.
She's crazy.
The citizens of Croc, the good citizens, they know where to go.
Just push everyone to the church. They're just gonna start fires all over this island. Wow, they're hiding out in Joe's trailer?
It's a good place to hide. Most
Right.
people think that Joe's gone, right? I feel like they should just lay down.
Until, oh, the gun. Wow. The fact that it goes back to her.
You think we're gonna make it?
Either way, we're gonna be okay.
Guess I don't have a need for food anymore.
Nope, just blood.
Oh.
Man, this island is just filled with blood and fire.
It's all mine, too. I'm starving, too, but I didn't.
You have the choice.
Don't change who you are.
They're burning it down. How could they do that? That doesn't make any sense.
And try to get the power back on.
It's destroyed.
Didn't he yank it and cut wires and...
Yeah, I don't think it's fixable.
Yeah.
I hope the kids made it to the boat. We're never gonna know, are we?
Probably not.
They did. I'm deciding they did.
Oh, this is just for fuel.
They're gonna light the boats on fire.
Yeah.
There go the boats.
It's incredible to know the choice and to see Riley's parents versus like Lisa's parents.
Yeah.
Is that someone's head?
I think so. I think it's two people. Oh no. Does he not notice them?
No. No, this is not going to do anything. Oh, he doesn't even care.
These gunshots are probably so loud though.
Oh my god. This might do something. He just doesn't care. So set him on fire. Do it.
Oh no, there's people like running though.
Set
Come
it.
on.
Go. You're far enough. It got him.
Did they?
It probably flew off and the fire went out. I don't even know if fire would do it.
Anyone not in the rec center by sunrise won't see another. Dawns are coming.
So now they're gonna try to warn everybody.
Just keep burning, keep killing. There goes the school. Gosh. She's so crazy. I hope she dies again.
I hope they light the church and the rec center on fire so they have nowhere to go.
No place to hide from the sun. Ooh. They might take their fire to the church. I mean, there's already fire in the church. Just knock over one of these candles.
Only Noah was left, for those who were with him on the ark. I set up cots in the rec center for those who were chosen. We will take to our ships, to our vessel.
There's no more boats.
Who will decide who's chosen?
We will, you and me.
And what happens to the rest?
I don't much know. It's between them and God, isn't it?
No.
I'm sorry?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Beverly, please look at them. We are the wolves.
No.
This is not what Monsignor wanted.
We were wrong. We are wrong. This needs to stop.
Without a shepherd, that must be you.
That's the thing about priesthood. It's never supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about God!
Well, I suppose it isn't you anymore.
God, Bev.
She just wants to play God.
Woe to you, scribes, Pharisees, hypocrites.
Kill her, Monsignor.
She's seriously gonna turn everyone against him.
Yeah.
Monsignor Pruitt, did it have to be true of you? You were always going to be the last, the hardest test of my faith, you.
Bev.
You are setting your mind not on divine things, but on human. Babylon the Great, mother of whores.
Whoa.
I truly hope you two enjoy the sunrise.
Church isn't yours, Bev. Just tie her up.
Yeah.
Let her burn. Man, I don't know if I've ever hated a TV character this much.
We need an accurate head count so we know how many boats we need.
They burn the boats.
You were too busy playing God.
Wade will call back the fairies. He'll just call them back when it's time.
Destroyed the cell tower.
Don't the fairies only come during the day? How are they planning to get on a boat?
I don't know.
Well, they made it to the canoe.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
Just has to leave her family behind.
My mom and my dad and my brother, they're all gone, aren't they? Last dinner, I would have been different.
I know.
It's so rough for these two to be alone. At least they have each other.
Howard Hobbs, I don't think I ever saw you at Mass a day in your life.
Oh my god. She might just purposely leave some people outside.
Oh, she's going to, for sure.
I killed my Julie tonight. And my boy. I killed my boy.
You could have saved them if you had been a man of faith.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening.
It's the end, Mr. Hobbs. And all those days you decided not to worship.
Can someone shut her up?
They're with God now. Take heart in that.
So there are a lot of people who just never came back.
No room for him inside, I'm afraid.
I saved him. He was always nice to me.
Yeah, why does Bev get to decide?
Yeah, because she feels like she's God.
Sorry, Howard.
What? Dude, Sturge, do something.
Just go for a walk.
They've all just lost it.
You like the water? I know you do.
Should have just let him die then.
But you could just watch the sunrise.
Then he also wouldn't have killed his family.
Yeah, bringing him back made him a murderer.
This monstrous. Bring him in. I'll have to be welcome, or this isn't really a God's house.
Thank you, Monsignor. If this is your daughter.
So someone in St. Patrick's then? I'm sorry, the rec center?
Hopefully, if she's here, hopefully they're in there. Let her do it.
You go out the back through the vestibule, head for the water.
That was the idea.
God, am I proud of you. We never told you, your mother and I, but I love you so much. I just wish that we had gotten to know each other.
Me too.
I'll take
No! Sturge!
Ooh, that's way too frickin' far, Sturge.
You just killed her daughter. She had no blood in her.
John.
How is she gonna tell her that Sarah's dead?
Oh my god, that was such a beautiful moment.
Sarah, baby.
I mean, they can save her.
She doesn't want this.
I know.
It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
She doesn't want it.
My baby girl. Oh, God.
I am so pissed right now.
This is devastating.
Her favorite place on the whole island was that little bridge by the marsh.
Do it. Good. Yes.
Stop!
Oh no!
You disgusting viper!
Light it.
Terrorist.
Oh my god, Bev.
Oh no.
Hungry, huh?
Dirty blood.
Wow.
Surprised you made your move when it was empty, coward.
It's not, though, is it?
Someone throw a lighter. Quick!
Come on, Erin!
Are you kidding me? Do it.
Do it.
Yes. Oh my god, thank you.
He makes the sunrise on the evil and the good.
Can't wait to see Bev
Just burn up in the sun.
burn.
What can you do with this?
You can't fly.
He won't be able to fly, and he doesn't give a shit when he's feeding. Oh my god, Erin. Brilliant.
There's nowhere else. You burned it all.
No. There's gotta be somewhere else.
There's not.
Good.
Kid, you okay?
I don't know, but I think I killed my mom.
Yeah, I done some stuff tonight.
I'll forgive you.
Come on. You too, Howard. Come on.
Watch it burn, Bev. And keep cutting, Erin. Is that the sun with the birds? It's kind of flying a little.
I don't think he could get very far.
It's heading west. It's running.
From the sun.
Do you think it can make it?
30 miles. I mean, that thing can barely fly it. I don't think it can.
I hope we see it burn up in the sun.
What happens?
What happens when we die, Erin?
Speaking for myself,
Speaking for yourself.
myself. That's the whole problem with the whole thing. That word, self. The body stops a cell at a time, but the brain keeps firing those neurons. Every atom in my body was forged in a star. I remember I am energy.
She looks at peace.
My name, my personality, my choices all came after me.
Took her to her favorite place.
I'm returning home. It's like a drop of water falling back into the ocean. Life is a dream, and I am all of it.
Just to be back with Riley again. Feel so bad for the sheriff. Don't feel bad for her at all. Took off his collar. At least he didn't need to see what happens. Just begging for an extra second.
Forgive me.
Just the silence now.
And they're okay.
Oh.
It's all of their ashes. Or just ashes from the island in general.
I can't feel my legs.
Just going back. What an ending. All right, that was episode 7 of Midnight Mass, the finale. What'd you think?
I don't know. I mean, the end was beautiful. It was the perfect end for this series, I think.
Yeah, I believe so too.
I was not anticipating being as emotional as I was.
Yeah, it really got you.
Yeah.
I mean, I was crying too. I looked over and yeah, it got you for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I cried this hard in maybe either of the other 2 series.
Which is interesting because throughout those series, we probably cried throughout them.
Yeah.
But I don't know what was different. Was there something that sparked it and then it just didn't stop?
I don't know. I mean, I was so upset when Sarah got shot.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was so angry.
You were real angry at Sturge.
Yeah.
Even when Sturge was begging for forgiveness,
No.
you were like,
Fuck
you're going to
Sturge.
hell.
Yeah. No, I mean, with Bev and Sturge, like, I was just so pissed that I feel like I couldn't get past that. But I think as soon as Erin is, like, taken to that room with Riley is what got me. Because at the end of Riley's life, he obviously is with Erin, but then he ends up on the boat with that girl that he killed.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this was like her ending in going back into that conversation with Riley. Ooh, and that was like rough.
That was rough.
And although they were turned, Riley's parents never killed anyone else.
There was definitely a ton to love about this, even though it's like every single scene is like sad. Like, yeah, it was beautiful to see Erin and Riley, but we saw that because Erin passed away. It was beautiful to see Riley's parents not let this change them.
Yeah.
To show that there was a choice, that
Yeah.
even though they were starving, that was so sweet how they kind of said like, this is all my blood.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is all my blood too. And when you look at it, they're both dying, yet it's still a beautiful moment. You have the beautiful moment with Monsignor and the doctor and the doctor's mom. That was one where I wish the doctor would have lived. That was devastating.
Yeah, no, that was devastating. And I feel like nobody was going to live besides the 2 kids.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happened.
Once they kind of split into different paths.
But I'm happy that Sarah was in the church and then her mom got to be the one to like push over the candle. And then for as much as like this whole thing was because Monsignor brought this thing back for Sarah and her mom is like crazy.
You know, it was a little bit of a storyline, we kind of picked up on it that the Monsignor was her dad.
Yeah.
But that conversation where he was just like, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I did it for other people, but the main reason, he just wanted a second shot to be a family. Not even in a religious way. He just wanted to be the dad to her with his, you know, hopefully wife or something.
Yeah.
Just in a family aspect.
Yeah.
That to me was an incredibly shocking twist.
Yeah.
That completely just changed his motives from religion to just wanting to be with the people he loved.
Right. And, you know, for him to say that all she needed to do was ask him to take off the collar and to step down. And I think that's what he wanted to do, but he needed her
to want it or approval.
Yeah, like he needed her to push him into doing it, I guess. Which I didn't totally love that. I said that in the reaction. It's not fair to put that on
But that
her.
was her response that she said,
yeah.
I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I would have never done that. So, and that moment when Monsignor is talking to Sarah before she gets shot, like, that was perfect. I loved that.
That's probably, I don't know when I started crying, but when Monsignor kind of told her what to do, and she was like, that's the plan. And he was like, God, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah. I was still so annoyed with Bev, and like, I feel like I wasn't in I wasn't in it yet. My anger was like clouding everything. But I feel like the part where, like I said, where I started to get upset with Riley and Erin, I think that's also was like accumulation of everything that just happened, because at that point, like, we just watched Erin like destroying that thing. That was the end. And then we were gonna get to see Bev like just suffer. So,
and she was the only one on that island begging.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone,
of course she was gonna be a coward.
Yeah, every single person was still holding strong to their religion.
Yeah.
Whichever one.
Yeah.
And she was the only person on that. And I think that was great to see, kind of this religious fanatic who clearly just wanted to be God.
Yeah.
It was not about anything other than her egotistical power.
Yeah.
If that's even how you say that. But to show that she was the only one at the very end clawing for extra seconds, kind of like how they mentioned.
Yeah.
That was chef's kiss.
Yeah, no, it was perfect. I mean, she just had to be a piece of shit all the way into the end. Also, speaking of Bev, that was so satisfying to see Riley's mom just tell her, like, you are not a good person.
You're not a good person. Just because you're religious doesn't mean you're a good person.
Yeah, and the fact that she said, like, God doesn't love you any more than she loves anyone else, really, in talking about Riley.
Yeah.
Like, I loved that, because of all the things that you could say to Bev, telling her that you are no different in God's eyes than my son, who
you think is disgusting.
Yeah, that was the best thing that she could have said to her, and I loved it.
Just thinking of this, there's just so many amazing moments in this. You know, obviously the mom's sacrifice of, you know, once they were like, she's stalling, bang, didn't even hesitate to give them blood.
And it worked.
And it worked. It bought them that extra time. When the sheriff and the doctor and Erin are getting gasoline to burn all the boats, and they're like, do you think the kids made it? And the doctor was like, I'm choosing to believe that they made it.
Yeah.
Because the doctor wasn't religious, yet she was going on faith to believe that they made it. And they did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they never saw that. They just had to hope and believe and take it as it is.
Yeah.
Just going through this whole episode, it was fantastic. I mean, it brought every emotion. Kind of like you said, there was definitely so many moments where you're just angry. And then you have moments with like that one guy, I don't think we ever saw him before, talking about how he killed his family.
I think Howard. Maybe?
Howard or something. And,
Yeah.
and to watch like the disgust on Monsignor's face, to just be like, this is monstrous. What are we doing? Man. And then one of the moments that really got to me too was, you know, the sheriff's kind of sacrifice. And just to show how disgusting Bev is, to call his blood dirty.
Yeah, I mean, and then referring to him as a terrorist, and
it was just terrible. But it was so amazing to see his son, who he tried so hard to maintain a relationship with him, yet let him do his own thing. I mean, even the sheriff was kind of involved in all this because he was supporting his son and going to the church.
Right.
And to see the son be the one to burn the last building, that was amazing.
Yeah. And I also thought it was very interesting that Mike Flanagan chose to have her die on the same beach next to them.
Yep. She had to watch them praying.
Yeah. Like,
And-
nothing that you're doing, Bev, makes you any better than anyone else.
No. And they prayed until the end, and the son had his hand on his dad as, you know, Bev is clawing her, you know, shitty, bloody fingers into the sand.
Yeah. I mean, also, you said it during, was that I loved that the sheriff passed, or at least passed out, before he had to see his son die.
That's what I was really, you know, it was obvious that they were both going to die. And I was just in my head, I was like, please let the sheriff die first.
Yeah.
Like, he's already been through so much. He can't, just from how graphic it was for Riley.
Yeah.
I did not want the sheriff to go through that, seeing his own son go
Yeah.
through that. I mean, it was just incredible because you have the balances between Riley's parents and Lisa's parents. And even at the end, they were like, what are we doing? Like, where's our daughter? So obviously a little too late.
Way too late.
But it's just those differences of, you're given the opportunity to make a choice to do good or wrong. And I think this show did a really good job, especially in this episode, showing the strength of some people and the weakness of others, yet also at the end, those people who had weaknesses were confessing to them and accepting them, and, you know, still tried to hold on to something. It wasn't everyone at the end, once they realized it was all over, like everyone started panicking and running around or trying to, you know, cover themselves in leaves or something. They all gathered together and sang until the end.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could break this down for hours or watch it again and take something completely different from it or something. But for whatever reason, I feel like the other series that we watched got me throughout. This episode definitely hit me a lot different than the others. And I, you know, obviously the same happened to you.
Yeah, it was just like all at the end for this series
Yeah.
versus both haunting shows were like a roller coaster of emotions throughout. But fantastic series. I am like forever astonished by what Mike Flanagan can do in these miniseries.
Oh yeah, it's excellent. And I mean, all the way down to the little details of nothing happened because of it, but, you know, Riley's younger brother and Lisa set the main vampire on fire and it kind of flew away. But it gave you that little idea that when the vampire is feeding, it didn't even care. I mean, they were literally shooting it in like the wings and neck and stuff, and it was just like, get out of here, I'm feeding.
Yeah.
And to use that again with Erin, who, as she's being eaten, is smart enough to start cutting the wings of it. I hope. I mean, that was something that was interesting to me, that we don't see it die.
I feel like I wanted to touch on that because I don't know if the end when Lisa,
I know we always probably said it wrong.
when she's in the boat and she says like, I can't feel my legs anymore. I don't know if that was a sign that he died.
That's where I'm kind of heading, because that would just be a little too much of a coincidence that
the blood drained from her, whatever.
and like, yeah, all of a sudden, oops, you know, because I'm sure there was times in between where they probably didn't consume that much blood or something. So I was leaning towards that too, that was a sign that somewhere off in the distance he burned up, and then because every single vampire, or because that vampire's like blood lineage, if that's how that works, if the main one dies, all of the other ones die or lose their powers or whatever. I don't know, but I kind of took it the same way you did.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it was satisfying to see that when she said that, and Riley's brother's just kind of looking at her like, good. Like, that's a good thing.
And she smiled when she's like, I can't feel my legs. This is great.
Yeah.
Those two made it. I'm sure either they go back to the island or...
I hope they don't go back. It's probably not going to be pretty.
I don't know if they can make it in that boat, though. So they might need to go back until the ferry comes or someone comes back and rescues them or something. Yeah. So I don't think it was like setting up for some sort of sequel of that thing flying away. I think it was a conclusion that it burned up in the sun, and that's why she can't feel her legs anymore.
Yeah.
And another scene that I really want to touch on was the father with the doctor, the fact that he carried her to her favorite spot, and that he took off his collar. And I didn't necessarily see that as casting aside his religion.
No.
I saw that more as these are the last moments I get to be a family.
Yeah, and I feel like that was him saying, like, we are a family by taking that off. But obviously it doesn't take away from his whole life of being a priest.
No, I think he's a very much a religious person, but that was his goal, which is crazy still to think about, that he just wanted to be a family. It goes back to those scenes where he's just like staring at her, and you know, especially because she thought that it was because
she's a lesbian.
Yeah, because she was a lesbian. It was,
yeah.
I still go back to that line of just being like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
And when he said that, like, oh, I wish we could have gotten to know each other more, and she's like, I wish that too. It wasn't like, you know, they could have had a moment where she was just like, screw you or something, and she set the place on fire. But it seemed like she, in that moment too, realized like, wow, you are my dad, and I wish things were different.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at that point, like, there's nothing that they could do to change anything.
No.
So it's just acceptance. But then freaking Sturge ruins the moment.
Sturge ruins a moment. Jeez. Overall, that was incredibly emotional. I feel like very satisfying. Also, I feel like it was logical.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of ways of how could this end in a good way or a bad way or whatever. And I was just like, man, I don't know, other than like a full-scale vampire war or something like that. But the way that they had it, where Bev's just crazy religious brain was like, I have a good idea, let's burn everything. And in the chaos of burning everything, they were able to burn all the boats and all the rest of the buildings.
They lost shelter and they lost transportation.
Their own plan just screwed them over. And I thought it was incredibly rewarding episode.
Yeah.
I could have done with Bev burning a little bit more, maybe like a post-credit scene of her just like screaming on the beach for a couple more minutes, but that's okay.
I don't think there would have been anything bad enough for Bev
to be fully satisfied. Yeah,
but I'll take it.
I think like you mentioned in the episode, she is your most hated TV character.
I think so, which is so crazy. I mean, huge props to the actress, because...
Oh yeah, she did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I mean, we liked her in Hill House.
Yeah, no, I mean, she's great, but if I ever saw her in public, I would be like, fuck you, Bev. And then I would be like, thanks for a great performance.
I guess in the end, just fuck Bev.
Yeah, I think that's the main takeaway. Fuck Bev.
Yeah.
Who cares about anything else? Bev died. That's the main takeaway of the 7 episodes. But no, I mean, I had an amazing time again. I can't wait for the next Mike Flanagan series, and I can't wait to explore some more of his movies.
Yeah, me too. You're watching this, Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, if you ever see this, Mike.
Hurry up.
Thanks. Yeah, hurry up. But no, that was great.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.